questions?
Chris, a 4 straight win. Not only the result to take with the top 8 significant, but the performance as well. How significant was that tonight or not?
In your opinion?
Well, I'm asking you.
Yeah, no, that would sound more like a statement, that. Really disappointed in the first half. I thought Salford came out with way more energy, way more intent, which they always seem to do against us. Relatively happy at half time with where we're at, only 4 points down. We were constructive, but it was a bit more of a rollicking than they've had probably than they have had over the last four weeks, I would suggest. But I thought the response in the second half was much better. Just our energy was better. Like I said, our intent, which was poor in the first half, was much better in the second half. And I thought a couple of people stood up to. I thought Cruz Leeming dictated the tempo of the game when he came on the field. Apart from one straight pass after a 20-metre break, that was kind of the only blot on his copybook. So I thought Cruz, who has had some inconsistencies in his performances over the last month or so, I thought he stood up and in front of Simon Wolford's first game. Obviously, Simon was really impressed with him. I said, mate, I told you he was good. He's obviously been watching a lot of the games, but Cruz has been a little bit patchy at best, and I'm really pleased for Cruz that he's come out with a performance like that this evening.
In and among the rollicking that you gave at half time, what was the message to the team?
It really wasn't that specific. It wasn't about game plan. It wasn't about any detail or intricacies. It was about attitude and effort and generally in intent. And I thought we changed that from where we were in the first half. We were much better in the second half in terms of energy.
To move into the top 8, there's still a lot of rugby to be played, but how significant is it, especially given where you were not too long ago?
It was. It was doom and gloom not that long ago, but with some changes along the way, some players back of significance, and just way more buy-in from the players, and just a common goal, and we've made it as black and white as we could in terms of everybody's job. We're in a much better place, and if there's any habit that you want to get into, it's winning.
Don't want to start moving when you're walking, so to speak, but can you start looking up the table now, or are you still completely with no illusion? It's still a battle to make this end. Since Rick Stone left, we've just been taking it a week at a time, and actually we've been taking it a day at a time in terms of training, and whether they've got a day off or they're in training hard. Even the days off are a recovery day, and you use that opportunity to recover, recoup, get your body right, and that's what we've been doing, and that's what we'll continue to do. Obviously excited that Simon's first game today, and he was there to watch it firsthand, and I think he's pretty excited with the group of players that we have, and just the buy-in and the attitude that they've shown over the last month is it's certainly not cause for celebration, but it's cause for us to be positive, and we're obviously, it's nice to be in the 8, and we'd like to stay there. How much influence did Simon have in the operation of today on match day?
Well, he just got off the plane today, so he's a bit tired. But he was, we sat together, and it's just nice to have another intelligent rugby brain next to you, and there's not as much pressure on you making those crucial decisions, and it's when you have other people around you to help you, it makes it much easier, and he's only going to obviously contribute more and more to this club going forward. So he just said, look mate, you just do what you've been doing, and I was really pleased with him doing that, and it worked really well. Obviously he's going to have more and more influence on this group, and he seems a good fella, but it's not necessarily important. He seems a really educated rugby brain too, so we're really excited to start working with each other.
Seems very vocal as well. We could hear him a long way away.
Absolutely. He's passionate, he cares, and there's a couple of good traits there, aren't there? So, and on top of that, he's a smart rugby brain. So, for us going forward, I'm excited. I'm excited every opportunity we get, but we put ourselves in a good position now.
Did Leroy make the call himself in the end then?
Yeah, look, he just felt he wasn't quite right. whether I agree with that or not, I've probably spoken to him a couple of times, you know, but I trust Leroy. He's done a lot of great things for this club, and he had another really good training day under his belt today, and he'll probably get another couple in even before the boys have trained. So Leroy will be with the boys in the next big session, which will probably be on the Monday. So yeah, just having Leroy in the squad was great. Ultimately, he didn't quite make it, but I'd suggest that he'll probably feature against Catalan.
And just on Cruz, those last 2 games he got 2 yellow cards, didn't he? Similar offences. Is that something you spoke to him about, or was it?
What do you think, Dave? Yeah, you could say, yeah, we have spoken. You know, look, we all have really close and personal and different relationships. You know, Cruz is a Siddle boy, and Luke Robinson is a Siddle boy, and they talk a lot, and they have a slightly different relationship to the one that I have with Cruz. I coach him through the academy, but you know, he sees Luke as probably someone he can be a little bit closer with, and when Chris is staring at him and just, you know, giving him daggers, and Robbo might just give him a pat on the backside and say, come on, you're better than that. And I think, you know, my relationship with Cruz is going to change with Simon Wilford coming in, and he's a former 9 too. So look, I think Cruz is currently the most penalised player in the competition, or if not first, second. And we've made him aware of that, and we've made him accountable, and he knows where he's been going wrong. And if he fixes those things up, his attack is just about as devastating as any 9 in the competition, as we saw tonight. So good learning curve for Cruz over the last month, and I'm really glad he's come out of it this week with a performance like that.
How proud are you of this spell, Chris, now that it's coming to an end? To end it on 4 straight wins as well?
I'm proud. I'm proud of the boys' efforts. I'm proud of their day-to-day efforts, and I'm proud of their just their buy-in and everything that I've tried to do. I've tried to bring as an interim head coach. They've given me nothing but 100%, and there aren't many times they've doubted what I've been trying to preach to them. And it's important that it's important. You know, you can come up with all types of game plan, and it doesn't really matter if they don't have a willingness to do it. You can come up with the wrong game plan, but when the players just buy in and do it for you, they make it the right decision. So I've been really proud of them, every single one of them, and hopefully our form can continue, and they'll do exactly the same for Simon.